match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Terry Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready! You ready? Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. You ready? 21. Ready to go!
Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, center with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 31 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or it wasn't just a play call that they had in their pocket. No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Green 90. Green 90.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. His way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Check 55 to Mike! Check 55 to Mike!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Steps away to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble. But all is well. First down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Ain't no such thing as a look. Black 58, real. Black 58.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Julio Jones all alone. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Check it out. Ready.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that last drive, It was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
I got 15. Me. Here we go.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Then he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now.
On first down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Four down, check.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
Mahomes now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. Still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Nice pick, nice pick.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Black 58 rail!
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, but sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go!
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Let's go. Ready. Ready. Who do you want? Gun. Let's go. Hey, we got ready to go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 36 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
4 down. Ready. 22. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Wait. Got 11. Gun.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball. But how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
There we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. And he's have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That good for 19 and a first down. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. If you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Job here by the Falcons, their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score in special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he'll win it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
And it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You got him. You got him.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready. Check nipple. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, red players. Sponge. No.
Freeman again. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Check down. 81. Ready, Blue 80. Ready.
Now Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready. Right 25. Ready.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Go! Okay, you better. Look. Go! Go! Look at you go! Okay, you bumming. Look.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, looking clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. With my Christmas, you do what I tell you. Get over here.
He's gonna get this.